Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Sold Soul for Heretic on the Through to Smite-Meister difficulty, played through GZDoom. We are doing all levels with a 1 start, and this is E1M5, Pilgrimage Through Desolation. Let's begin. Alright, we're going to turn around immediately and press the switch, so we can go down into the first room, grab both of the time bombs of the Ancients, shoot the golem once, and then blow him up with a time bomb. And then we can use the wand to finish off these gargoyles, who have moved close to the golem, even just a little bit. They will be considerably softened up by the time you encounter them. While we wait for the saber claws to approach, we're going to soften up that ghostly undead warrior there. Usually only one will approach for whatever reason. Either with weird pathing or by means of this guy wanting to get into an infight with this undead warrior really badly. These two have a bone to pick with each other, but I have a bone to pick with everyone on this map. So I'm going to get rid of that lesser minion of the Sparrow, and then get rid of the other ghostly undead warrior. Now that pretty much everyone is dead, except this undead warrior, although you could say he's dead because he's undead, we're going to ignore him for the time being and go right into this cavern with lots of lava. That's what people mean when they say LOL. Preferably you don't want to get hit by that big spout right there, because it does hurt quite a lot, but you do want to press the switch there, and you do want to have the ethereal crossbow ready. Alright, we're still going to ignore the undead warrior until the were-dragon that spawns in here is done with. And now we can finally get rid of him. Finally. He was undead, now he's dead. Let's make some more enemies dead because this area has opened up as a result of us pressing that button in that cavern. We can also take a little trip into this spot real quick, because there's some enemies I want to get rid of. You can kind of get these guys to infight by running in a circle very carefully. I'm going to let this one undead warrior taste the wrath of the crossbow. And while these two guys are infighting, I'm going to deal with the big boy. And look at that, the undead warrior killed the were-dragon with relative ease. Holy moly. I was expecting them to take a little bit more time, but whatever. Nice rolls. Anyways, see how this wall is different? Use it. And that's how you get this secret. Be careful that you actually step on the right sector. It's a little bit of a tight one, but still. Anyways, we're going to use crossbow and the elven wand to get rid of the saber claws and the nitro golems here, respectively. And we're just going to hang around by this wall for the sole purpose of using it as cover. We don't want to be out in the open while these guys are firing like they're screaming metal skulls at us. The reason why I'm not really doing all the little dodgy things that I usually do is because there's ice here. And someone who really likes to take advantage of this ice is right here. He is not nice. He is the Lich of Iron. And I'm going to use the Elven Wand because I want to play Hit Scan Harry with him. It's a little bit more efficient, and also, yeah, for some reason this Iron Lich in particular really loves to fire his whirlwinds. And with a place like this, it's not cool. So you can either wait for the tornadoes to dissipate or just run through this area like a madman, which is what I did. Your mileage may vary on how effective that works due to the tornadoes being unreliable and still very dangerous. You could get knocked away from the ledge and into the lava very easily. And I haven't even tried to see if it's an insta-kill lava floor, but I did drop down here because this part is a secret. So you can get a Ring of Invincibility, and if you happen to necessarily need it, you can grab some ammo for your Elven Wand. But when all is said and done, you can take the portal back here and ascend. yes, we're going to ascend here. While I was running around here, I grabbed a bag of holding right here and the gauntlets of a necromancer pick up there. I'm also going to grab a dragon claw, but watch out for when you grab the dragon claw, where dragons will appear, they want their claw back. Not today. I don't even know if these guys are the dragons that you get the dragon claw from. Probably not, because they're were dragons and not dragon dragons. I'm going to be dragging this time bomb right all over their face, though. Yeah, it was worth it to take that bit of damage, at least for me. That's for the sole purpose of delivering some terrible jokes and delivering some hit scan attacks right into this Opinions face. And this guy too. Everybody did. Except you. Now you're dead. Alright, watch out for this area because there's a Ghost Undead Warrior. We're gonna get rid of him first. And then we can get rid of the regular Undead Warrior. It's right there. And now we can go over here, grab the Hell Staff. We're going to use it immediately on this other Ghostly Undead Warrior. Watch out for the Disciple of the Sparrow, who will spawn in after you grab the Hell Staff. And also be alert of this Undead Warrior, who was probably throwing axes at you whenever you were just hanging around this little spot right here, with the secret Ring of Invincibility. Very dangerous. Very risky, but we like a bit of risk on our channel, right? Just a little bit. Anyways, once you grabbed everything that you wanted to grab, you can go into here, get rid of the Disciple and the Golems. You can grab the Time Bombs here. I'm going to place them right there, just to soften these guys up. And look, they're both in the... Well, I thought they were both in the same spot, but they're both Ghostly Undead Warriors, so you want to watch out for them. They'll always throw red axes at you. But we're going to do one more thing in this room. See that sneaky little switch there? Shoot it, and then quickly go up here. Open this up. Kill the gargoyle with any weapon of choice. And then you can get a map scroll and a quartz flask. Very nice things to have. Anyways, pressing that button will have lowered the yellow key here. I'm going to grab it and look out because there's a serpent here. So we're going to deal with him real quick. And now we've dealt with him, we've got the yellow key. And we can go back out to here. Now in addition to the serpent spawning, these disciples will also appear. Just back out here. But when you're done with them, you can either take the scenic route back down the cliff there, or you can just take the door, because it needs the yellow key. And so does this door. Anyways, let's finish off the rest of these enemies. And yes, this guy is more intimidating than the last one, because... well, just a little bit. You can still kind of cheese him. In fact, let's do that right now. There you go. That's the main reason why he's a little bit more intimidating, because, you know, you might not have as much ammo as you did before when you were dealing with the first one. So you can't hit scan harry him. At least not as efficiently as you normally would. Anyways, let's go into here, grab some more ammo, get rid of the Disciples of the Sparrow. Grabbing the Tome of Power, we'll have one Disciple spawn in, right in front of the blue door. And we're just gonna run around a little bit, so we can go into here, fight the were-dragons. Grabbing the Phoenix Rod as well. I'm actually going to hide around here. This is actually not a bad spot. The only problem is the lava. It's a bit hot in here. Let's make it hotter. Let's use a Phoenix Rod on the rest of these guys. Well, at least not the ones that are, like, immediately close to you. You can also use the Time Bombs. You might get some good results out of it with the Saber Claws. You can use the crossbow and their attack animations to corral them. But when all is said and done, we can just go out right back to here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the wall there to attack these guys. Or you can just fire your Phoenix Rod directly at the physical ones, so that the splash damage will bring the ghostly ones into a world of hurt. Alright, these serpents will have to be blown up. Yes, that is our sentencing. I sentence them to being blown up. We have a lot of Force Blasts, so we can use those. We still got a decent amount of armor. Like, any armor is better than none when we're using something with like 50% damage reduction. And there it goes. I probably would have taken a lot more damage if not for this armor. Anyways, let's get rid of these Ophidians. Or at least soften them up with the Phoenix Rod. I think we got him. Alright. If you want, you can run around here, grab some ammo. Get some really exaggerated knockback. With that whole, falling from cliffs thing that is coded into the Doom engine. Now we can clear out the rest of these guys. And look, this is the green door. Might be hard to tell, but there's a green serpent thingy out here to show you that it is indeed the green door. Alright, we used up all of our armor. There's some more here, which we might grab later. For now, though, I'm going to do some sick strafe running. You'll have to do it too. In order to get right here to grab the green key. Now be careful. Watch out. There are some serpents running around. Well, wyverns. But still. You don't want to mess with them. You just want to hell staff them. Or dragon claw them. Usually these guys are not agile enough to move away from the Hellsap projectiles. So it makes quick work of them. Anyways, I'm going to press this switch right here and quickly run. Right here. And then we're going to run down here and make a beeline towards this part. And we failed. Yeah, it's timed. It's timed. Double time switch. So, if you don't succeed, first try again. Alright, we did it. At least for that one. I like to go down here because little things are kind of evil. These little, like, brown walls. Unreliable. Anyways, we're going into here, getting rid of the Ophidians. And we're getting the rune plate body. Yes, run, escape. Again, and lesser runes and sun runes. If you're playing continuously, you get some weaponry for your Lightbringer. Ammunition, even. And since we grabbed the green key from before, we can go into the green room. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to fire some explosive shots right at this Ophidian, right in his ugly mug. And we're just going to run like hell across this part. Do a strafe run around here, and let's just hang around this spot. And let's use our trusty Torch Blast, Sippy Juice, yeah. It'll help us deal with the worst of these guys. And the rune plate body might help you a little bit too. Very amusing. Anyways. Nearly dealt with all these guys. Nearly. We're just gonna check around every little corner here. Make sure they're all good and dead. There we go. And look at that, a disciple of the Scrippy. And he's a dead disciple now. So, once you're done with that, you can take a teleporter into this spooky area. Ooh, spooky Among Us. Let's roast this beef. It's Arby's time. And it's Mystic Urn time. That charge sure hurts. I do declare. And you can also use Multitar CBT. Yes, indeed. Now, if your Molotov CBT isn't going exactly the way you want it to, you can just switch back to the Phoenix Rod. Maybe. Or the crossbow. Either way, this guy isn't that bad to kill. But these guys are. The saber claws make things a little inconvenient, though. Yeah. Yeah, you see what I mean here? These guys are tanky bastards. But we'll kill all of them. We'll get them. We'll get them. We'll kill them. Alright, they're all keyed. We keyed them all. So let's grab the blue key. And look, it's a disciple. A disciple. Kill the disciple. And double check to make sure you killed all those fire gargoyles. I think we got them all this time. But we can now go back here. And blow up the Iron Lich. And the Ophidian too. Oh no, we knocked him down. That isn't, well. Well, at least if when you get knocked down into here, you won't have to worry about, like, you know, instant death. You will have to worry about, the Iron Lich going around, and also, it does still hurt. Just doesn't hurt as much as you think it would. Alright. Here's what we can do. We can just take the portal back to there. Because when you kill the Iron Lich... Let me show you. Yeah, this starts lowering like crazy. I wouldn't recommend sticking around there. I'd recommend absolutely avoiding it. Alright, anyways. You might hear a familiar enemy. Yes, sirree. It's the Death Knight. Oh no, let's roast him. If he tries to roast you, you might get a good look at and feel of that whole stun the powered Phoenix Rod can do. And by extension, lava. So that's why your movements may be jittery in lava and other source ports. There we go. So he's dead as shit. He's a dead knight. We're gonna grab the shield right here. Because we're gonna need some protection for the final part. Just a little bit. I'll play some time bombs here. Whether or not they actually kill anybody, doesn't matter too much to me. Well, that hurt like hell, but, you know, I want to get some usage out of the rest of my items. Just a little bit. There we go. Even the slightest bit of grievances I can give to these guys is good enough for me. Good grief. Alright, let's blow up these guys. And these guys as well. Okay, they're ghostly undead warriors, but the splash damage will do pretty much all the damage for you. Or you could use like an actual weapon that works better against them. Maybe. That's just a thought. Anyways, pressing any of these buttons will bring in some more enemies. I'm gonna press all of them. Let's get out of here. Ooh, what a close call. Well, the serpent in particular is the one you won't have to worry about the most. I'm gonna turn on the lights just because I feel like it. And I'm gonna use the Morphobum on this fella, just so I can kill him faster. Probably could have used it in a more convenient spot, but you know what? The other enemies, aside from the were-dragons, I believe, are just iron liches who are immune to the whole Morphobum thing. In fact, they drop Morphobums because they probably want to use them on you. They just never got the opportunity, so... No, they're not programmed to do that. But still. Yeah, there's another serpent there, too. So, let's finish off our Scaly Genocide. I think this is the last enemy. Yes, it is. And there we go. We got them all. We got all the kills, all the secrets. And pressing all these buttons, which we had to do. Whether or not you wanted to do it in the way I did it, where I just pressed them all at once, or you could press them gradually. Doesn't really matter, as long as you press them. Pressing them all is how we got all the enemies in there. But when you're done, you can press this button, which will lower this little pillar. And then we can finally exit. There we go. That was the pilgrimage through desolation. And look at that. We got 100% of the items. I hope you're proud of me this time. But yeah, this level, surprisingly a little bit tougher than I thought it would be. But still very cathartic compared to the last few levels. You know, it's got some tough spots, but it's generally more easy than the last few we've been through. Some nice scenery. Nice little cliffside trek around there with the lava. And I didn't want to fall into it because I remember what happened with E1M5 when I was practicing. And thankfully there's no wacky platforming this time around, so it's all good. This level is a pretty enjoyable experience, I'd say. Some tough spots, but that's what adds to the appeal. But anyways, I don't have too much else to say, so we're done with this video. Stay tuned for the next one where we go into E1M5, which is the Bastions of Eternal Winter. But until then, toodaloo.